Hey, what is up, everybody? Dr. V here, back again with another Motu Reviews. Hey, before we get started, do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment if you think these are really cool figures. If you have them, any questions you may have on them, just put something down there. Come on, help me out. So, anyway, I'm going to do a three for today. This is the last set of Snake Men figures so far. These were kind of more difficult to obtain. You can see the Vypor and Terroar are beautiful, mint on card, came from Big Bad Toy Store. And then Lord Grasp, unfortunately, I had to go to eBay for him, and well, you can tell there's a significant difference in the condition of the card. It's pretty banged up, but that is okay because we are going to actually take these guys out of their boxes and or off their cards and actually take a look at them. So let's take a look at the box art. Always fun stuff on the box art, right, guys? One of the best things is to look for hidden Easter eggs in the box art. So let's take a look at it right now. Let's start with Vypor. So with Vypor, we can see Lady Slither in the background right there. And then there are these cool kind of like uh, gecko type guardsmen, which I think are actually pretty neat. I would love to get some of those as army builders. And then we have Vypor um, up against Eldor, it looks like. So hopefully we'll get Eldor sometime soon. I love that whole kind of Powers of Grayskull characters that took place. They're kind of like prequel characters, but still very cool. Then looking at the box art for Terror. It says the Snake Men's alien ally renders his enemies helpless with a deafening sonic roar. And so we can see Sharella riding on a turbodactyl there. That would be great to have something like that with looks like Castle Grayskull from Preternia. Before it got old and green, it was, I guess, white. Hey, that would be an easy thing to do. Easy customization too, because it looks pretty darn similar to the regular Castle Grayskull. And then that's all we see as far as sneak peeks or Easter eggs for Terror. Then we move over to Lord Grasp, and sure enough, also a Preternia type character. We've got Plasmar there. He would be great to get in the Origin style with Megator. Another Turbodactyl. I cannot tell who is on that, but I'm just gonna assume it might be Shirella. It's a little too small for me to see. And then we have Lord Grasp attacking Plasmar. So very cool. Again, these were a little bit more difficult to obtain. So let's go ahead and get these guys out of their boxes or off their cards and check them out. All right, so let's start by taking a look at Terror. Out of the box, it looks great. I don't know if the camera can detect this, but this kind of front part of his chest, this black, is super glossy, and I think it looks really cool against the matte purple. Um, it's definitely mainly a Ratlore buck. Ratlore's body, arm, and then here's Trapjaw's arm and Whiplash's head, standard Motu uh, furry underwear, legs, and then these are Mosquitor's boots. He does come with a neck extension piece. Looks really good. 3 attachments: claw, hook, and blaster. Lastly, he also comes with tail. So let's assemble the tail, turn him on his back. You can see where there's a hole there, but it looks like we may have to take his arm off. Come off? Yeah, it does. Okay. Well, that part, yeah. This part seems to be glued on. So we'll see if we can just kind of tuck it under there. Yep, that's what you have to do. Or maybe it just goes on. No, that doesn't look right. Yeah, we're gonna have to tuck it under. And then really, yeah, that's a tight fit, and you can hear the glue cracking a little bit. But once you get it in there, it looks good. So we can put his cybernetic arm back on. So yeah, that looks pretty good, and I like it definitely tucked under the this kind of black piece. But you can tell that it does warp it a little bit right there. But that's okay. It is what it is. Nobody's really going to look at the back. So turning him around, he's Terror. So let's put his neck extension on. I'm not sure why the neck extension coloring is red. I would have thought it would be black, that glossy black. That would look actually pretty cool. But you know, it is what it is. So we're just going to put his head on, and let's put on one of the attachments. You got a laser blaster. Let's do, you know, I have Trapjaw with the laser blaster, so we'll do maybe Terror with a claw. Why not? So other than that, I mean, he's got your standard Mode 2 range of motion with the arms, the swivel at the elbow, bend at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, flex and extend at the wrist. Same thing here, pretty standard, basic stuff. But really nothing on this figure is new. I mean, we've had Snake Men belts. This is basically Ratlore with Whiplash's head, Trapjaw's arms, and Mosquito's boots. So, but other than that, I mean, he looks cool. He looks great. I mean, I'm excited to add him to my collection. I was happy to finally get him. Now let's take a look at our next figure, which is going to be Lord Grasp. Now, Lord Grasp, and he was a challenge to find for me anyway, and I got kind of impatient, so I just got him off eBay. But looking at him, he is well worth the wait. I mean, look at the details that were put on the arm, speckling here. I mean, it looks great. He's even got that kind of honeycomb pattern down his legs. And they even took the time to paint some of the boots. His cape comes from, oh gosh, man, I'm blanking on it. What was his name? Scarecrow. So he's got Scarecrow's cape, Squeeze's head, standard Motu buck, and then Clawful's claw. He only comes with 2 accessories, Snakeman shield and staff. I guess you could call the cape an accessory, but I mean, otherwise, he looks great. Nothing really on the back. You know, head swivels up and down, left and right. The standard articulation of a Motu figure. And if you're watching this video, you know how Motu figures are articulated. So let's move on to our last figure that we're going to review. And that is probably my most highly anticipated one. And that would be Vypor. So first of all, for whatever reason, I think red action figures look really cool. And so let's take a look at Vypor, because there's a few new parts. He's, you know, starting at his feet. I mean, he's got, you know, Whiplash's feet and upper thighs. I think these might be from a Skeletor figure. I'm not sure. The belt and loincloth are new. Those look great. His upper arms also appear to be Whiplash's arms. But then the forearms, I cannot quite figure out where those came from. If you guys know where the forearms came from, please put it in the comment section below, because it's driving me crazy. And then the armor piece is new, real chains. Looks great. I like that extra attention to detail there. And then of course his neck and head are new. So the neck can go, left and right all the way around. It can do a little bit of back and forth. And then there's another joint right here for the head, and it's basically just a swivel joint. It does not go up and down, does not go left and right. It just does circular motion. It is cool though that his jaw is articulated, and that looks terrifying. I like a little extra attention to detail. If you notice, they even painted his gums on the top part of his jaw, which I thought was cool. So, and then he does come with this kind of looks like Evil Lynn's staff, but with some bones on it. Would have been cool if there was a little bit more paint detail on it, but at the end of the day, I could easily do that. Um, yeah, there's something weird about Vypor. Maybe this, it almost looks like there's like a little tiny snake right there. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. See that? So maybe, I'm not sure where those come from because they're on both sides. Gotta come from another snake man. Again, if you guys know where the upper arms came from, leave it in the comment section. But other than that, I mean, he just looks great. So I just wanted to knock out the last current Origins Snake Men. Let you guys check them out. They're great. I mean, I'm so excited that I have these in my collection. I really, really like them. They look cool. They're different. They're kind of weird, but that's what Motu is all about. So anyway, guys, I really appreciate you making it to the end of the video. If you did, you are definitely a real one for real. So until next time, I will talk to you all later.